Hello, friends. It's Monday. It's time for our weekly intention discovery through mindful journaling. And if it's your first time here, you might notice that we are doing journaling in a way that's different from the way you have done it in the past. So before we get started, let's get a little bit more grounded in the moment. So if you have a watch on, I want you to take that off. Get comfortable in your seat. And let's do a little bit of breath work. This is what I do Monday morning when I'm prepping for this call on Monday, because I want to be as connected and in flow as much as possible. So put your feet on the ground flat, legs not crossed. Again, we want to be in flow. And let's take a few deep breaths to get a little bit more grounded in the moment. I like to close my eyes when I do breath work so I can focus more on my breath and what the sensations in my body. All right, let's take a deep breath in. And let's hold it here at the top. And release. And let's do that again. And we're breathing in receptivity. And we're holding that in our heart. And we're breathing out distractions. And one more time. And release. All right. Now, I like to mix up my source material for where I get my prompts, and I have Oracle decks and I have books. And today I was called to reach out to my book, Inner Affirmation Inspirations, which you can get on Amazon or my website. I also come on here every day to read one of the inspirations. But on Mondays, I just, here we go. What is it that we need to reference today? And this is the inspiration today, 277. The future I want is manifesting right now. All right, so just hang tight while I read this, and then we'll come right back and we'll talk about it. You have a clear vision of the future you want, and it's important to remind yourself that it is already in the process of manifesting right now. Every action you take, every decision you make, every thought you have is contributing to the creation of that future. Trust in the power of your intentions and stay focused on your goals. Believe that you are capable of achieving what you truly desire and take inspired action towards making that a reality. The journey may not always be easy, but with perseverance, determination, and a positive mindset, you can overcome any obstacle and bring your dreams to life. The future you want is within your reach. It's up to you to make it happen. And I'm just so this is a reoccurring theme right now for me anyways. I don't know, is it a reoccurring theme for you? I would be curious because it just keeps coming up and up and up and up and up. So grab your journal and grab a pen. And before we get started, and I'll give you the prompt, here's how we're going to practice mindfully journaling. You normally journal with your dominant hand. This is mine, my left hand. We are going to be journaling with our non-dominant hand. So we're going to be writing with our non-dominant hand. And what you need to do is, trust me on this, is recognize that when we are journaling with our non-dominant hand, we are very, very, very intentional. We are manifesting mindfulness in the moment when we are doing that. And by being super mindful, we get at the core of what is important for us. So let me show you an example of some mindful journaling. So here's some of mine from previous weeks, and you can see it's messy. And can I read it? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Who cares? I get what I need from the journaling. And that's what's important. So what I want you to do first is to write the date with your non-dominant hand. And then I want you to write the prompt, which I'm going to type in the chat here. What are the steps I am taking today to bring my future goals into reality? And I'm going to pin that up there so that we've got it always. So what are the steps I am taking today to bring my future goals into reality? And then what you do is you write that prompt. And I'm going to write it here to show you what it looks like. But you're going to write it with your non-dominant hand. And then you're just going to start journaling. And when I say you're just going to start journaling, just start writing. You're going to write what comes into your mind in that moment. And of course, your non-dominant handwriting is going to slow you down because you're not used to writing that way. And so you're very focused. And I have a hard time doing this and talking at the same time. But there, I just did that. So you can see how I've written the prompt right here with my non-dominant hand, and then just start writing. There's no right or wrong answer. There's no way to do this incorrectly unless you're using your dominant hand. You're using your non-dominant hand, you're writing words, you're writing phrases, maybe sentences. It doesn't matter. But what you're doing is you're focused on your writing. You're writing in that moment. And by the time you get finished writing that word, there's a new word. There may have been 20 or 50 words in between the two, but the core message is going to come to you in the moment that you put the pen to paper. Don't try and catch up. Don't try and think ahead. Just be in the moment. Now, I am going to play some music, and we're going to journal, and then we're going to come back and see how we did. And here we go. If you have questions, put them in the chat and I will answer them when I'll be keeping an eye on that. All right. All right. So, how did that go for you? How was it? If it's your first time doing this form of mindful journaling, let me know. I'd be interested to hear how that went for you. Here's mine. I usually get what I need in pretty short order. And now, what I want you to do is to look at what you wrote. You can see I've got words and phrases and a sentence, but look at what you wrote and find the one thing that really jumps out at you. Like, this is the thing that I want to be very intentional about this week. And then I want you to take that intention or You can call it an inner affirmation because it came from you. And I want you to write it on a small piece of paper with your dominant hand so you can read it. So this is mine. Remember my intentions daily. And that means that I actually have intentions or affirmations on my bathroom mirror that I look at every morning, but I am going to spend some time. I'm going to tap those in. I'm going to meditate on those every morning this week because that is my intention for the week. Yours is different because your journaling is different. So feel free to put yours in the comments. I would love to see it. And if you would like to join me tomorrow morning or the morning afterwards for anything about mindful journaling, I will see you then. Have a wonderful day.